Hello, everybody. Parsha Vayakhel, we are informed of something that may have happened only once in all of Jewish history, that a fundraising drive was so successful that the people had to be told to stop contributing. And that's what happened when the call went out to bring materials for the benefit of constructing the Mishkan. And it reached a point where Moshe had to tell the people, enough, don't bring any more. And the Torah testifies, V'hamalacha haita dayam, l'chol hamalacha la'asotota v'hoter. And the materials that the people had prepared was enough for all of the work that needed to be done, and there was more than enough. We have in modern Hebrew an expression, dai v'hoter, enough and even more than enough. But a number of the Mefarshim raise the question that the two terms, dai and hoter, are in a certain way contradictory. For example, let's say you have a child who would like to buy something for 7 shekels or $7. And you agree and you give the child the $7 or shekels. That is dai. That's enough for them to buy what they want. But were you to give them a $20 or shekel bill, that's hoter. Dai means enough, but does not connote that there's more than enough. And hoter means it's more than enough. It's not merely enough. So what was it? Was it dai or was it hoter? And if it was enough and then some, you don't have to say dayam. You could say v'hamlacha haita l'chol hamalacha, or hatruma haita l'chol hamalacha la'asotota v'hoter. What's the word dayam? The Seforno has a fascinating point of view that I think teaches us an important lesson in how we should conduct ourselves. And the Seforno is based on the following. Let's say a person has a project. It could be a recipe that they want to follow. It could be an arts and crafts project. It could be something that takes time. And therefore you need to budget resources, materials, your time in order to get something done. Let's say you want to accomplish something that you can reasonably expect takes an hour to do. How much time should you really budget? An hour and a quarter, an hour and 10 minutes. There's always something that might come up. You shouldn't be on pins and needles waiting to finish within the allotted time frame. Or if it's materials for a project or material to execute a recipe, you don't buy exactly down to the millimeter what you need. You want to feel that you can do what you need to do without having to skimp. I better be very careful. I better maybe cut back here and there in what I hope are unnoticeable ways so that I don't run short in an embarrassing fashion. Comes the Seforno, and the Seforno tells us that what actually happened here was that the people brought so much in anticipation that it would be enough without having to skimp on anything. They brought enough for the expected need so that the manner in which they could do what they had to do could be done without fear or worry. When we go to do something admirable, a mitzvah, a chesed, whatever it is, we should do so and give ourselves the latitude so that we don't have to be on those pins and needles worrying, did we allot enough time, or do we have to cut corners in order to save time? Do we have enough material? Do we have enough support for what it is that we need? Are our resources sufficient so that we can do an A1 job and not have to sit there and figure out how to do slightly less than our level best? Shabbat Shalom Umevorach.